in Norway's fjords, where mountains rise, a carpenter born 'neath northern skies. Clang person with restless feet set sail to where the horizons meet. He wandered ports from east to west, learning tongues, cultures, and quests. A friend to all with tales to share, a heart for kin beyond compare. The sloopers sought a land anew, where faith could flourish pure and true. Clang led them cross the ocean's might, 98 days through day and night. To New York shores they finally came, Quaker friends there knew his name. Near Rochester they found their place, by Lake Ontario's embrace. Nine years on, the land grew tight, sloopers sought a better sight. Clang ventured west through Chicago's gate, declined land for pipe and coat's fate. By Fox River, 'neath an oak shade, he dreamed of prairies, plans were made. 2,000 miles on foot he went, to share the news, his time well spent. With Slovak brothers to Missouri they went, Shelby County but discontent. Then to Iowa was Sugar Creek, Lee County and a new peak. With Charlotte, but joy was brief. A year passed, came the grief, invested in Bishop Hill's dream. Communal life, a hopeful scheme. To Texas he roamed, to Nordbo's land, 5 miles south where Dallas stands. The state granted acres 300 wide, for Norwegians he brought with pride. Half to Colwick's for his last days, a wanderer's end in friendship's gaze. Clang Pearson, his journey done, a legacy left under the sun. Clang Pearson, the wanderer bold, with a heart for his people, stories untold. Through lands far and wide he roamed and he strode, seeking a home where freedom abode. Freedom abode. From Iceland's rugged shore he came, Leif Erikson, a name of fame. Son of Eric, bold and red, to Greenland's icy wilds he led. With brother strong and sister fierce, he carved a path through seas adverse. A Viking born with eyes of flame, to chase the winds and stake his claim. Oh, Leif the lucky, sail on free across the wild and stormy sea. Vinland's grapes and timber tall, you found the West before them all. With courage bold and heart sincere, you brought the faith and banished fear. Leif the lucky, sing your name, a Viking soul, forever famed. To Norway's court he sailed with pride, where Olaf's grace turned pagan tide. A Christian now, with mission clear, to Greenland's folk he'd bring no fear. But storms arose, his ship was tossed to unknown shores, by fate embossed. Their grapes did grow and wheat did sway, Vinland's call would mark his way. No omen dark could hold him back. Though Eric fell, his heart stayed fast. With crew of 35 he rode, where salmon leapt and soft winds moan. Turker smiled with vines in hand. Wineland cried they, this newfound land. He built his camp, then sailed once more, with rescued souls from ocean's roar. His father gone, he took the throne. Greenland's chief, he stood alone. No more to Vinland did he stray, yet others followed in his way. Had Landsob's meadows traces lie of Norse who dared beneath the sky. 1,000 years their story holds, in sagas sung their truth unfolds. So raise a horn to Leif the brave, who crossed the deep, who rode the wave before Columbus claimed the fame. Leif carved his mark, he staked his name. Oh, Leif the lucky, wise and true, the western world was found by you. Through time and tide your legend stays, a Viking's heart in endless praise.
In 1787, on Finnøy's rugged shore, at Kindingsted's old farmstead, Knut Eide was born. Rogaland's winds did whisper through Norway's fields so green. A boy with dreams of freedom, a life yet unforeseen. In 1821, the Quakers made their plan to sail to new horizons, a bold and hopeful band. With Klangpersen beside him, Knut crossed the stormy sea to scout a land for settlers, a colony to be. In New York's crowded city, fate dealt a heavy blow. Knut fell to fever's mercy, or so the stories go. Did he die there in shadows, leaving Klang alone? Or did he turn back homeward to Norway's hills of stone? Then 1837, aboard an Eide he that man named Knut set sail again. Or was it him we see? Through storms and waves he landed in New York's bustling strife. A struggle for a dollar, a fight to build a life. To Michigan's wild acres he carved a farmer's way, buried in the heartland where fields of plenty lay. But whispers weave a riddle, was this the same Knut Eide? Two journeys, one bold spirit, beneath the heavens wide. From Stavanger's hopeful vision to Orleans' distant call, from Finnøy's quiet cradle to Michigan's great hall. The records hold your shadow in 1821 and 37's crossing. Were you two or one? Oh, Knut, where did you wander across the ocean wide? Did you chase the Quaker promise or stay by Norway's side? Through tales of toil and mystery, your name still raise a glass to Newt, a soul of grit and lore, a man of two Americas from Norway's ancient shore. The truth may fade in history, but still his song we sing. Newt-eyed, bold and restless, let your spirit ring. In 1794, under Norway's sky so gray, Gerd Gregorius in Hovland first saw the light of day. Born to a land of fjords where the winds blew cold and free, but the weight of lords and kings pressed hard on liberty. Oh, Gerd, with your pen and your heart so bold, you wrote of a land where dreams unfold. From Norway's shores to the prairie's gleam, you lit the way for a wanderer's dream. In 1831, he sailed across the sea's wide foam. To Kendall's fields he came to build a freer home. With ink and quill in hand, he sent his words afar, tales of laws and rights beneath America's star. He spoke of freedom's call, of equality's embrace. No aristocrats to bow to, just a wide open space. His letters flew like wings to Norway's humble folk. 200 souls took heed, their homeland's chains they broke. They sailed with hope in their hearts, where fear once prevailed. Nutslavik returned with Gerd's words in tow. To Illinois they came, where the prairies grow. The ships, they swelled with dreams, 200 strong and brave. The tide of immigration on freedom's rolling wave. Through Gerd's bright vision shared, a nation's path was sown. From Norway's rocky hills to a land they'd call their own. Oh, Gerd, with your pen and your heart so bold, you wrote of a land where dreams unfold. Beneath the setting sun, but his words still echo on in the winds that softly play. Gerd Hovland, the scribe of freedom's day. In 1809, beneath the Nordic sky, on a farm at Hesja, Tysvær, a boy's first cry. George Johnson was his name, a soul both bold and free, a bachelor with dreams to chase across the sea. Oh George, from Rogaland you came, with the Sloopers 52 you carved your name. Through fields and rivers wide your heart would roam, a preacher, a maker, a man far from home. In 1825, he sailed with hope in tow, aboard the sloop to New York where new winds blow. By 34 with kin he left the eastern shore, to Illinois he ventured seeking something more. Sweet Johanna's dadder joined him hand in hand. In 35 they wed, built a life on the land. Her father wrote with pride turned cruel in 46. Aline was laid to rest. A heart once full of joy now faced its hardest test. Mylene came in 47, a new love to share. A daughter, little Aline, with her mother's heir. A cabinet maker's craft, a preacher's holy call. George built with wooden words, gave comfort to all. But colorist struck in 49, at 40 years he fell. A life cut short, yet stories still to tell. Friends took his estate, his children sent afar to Texas with North Bow beneath the guiding star. They arrived, chasing a Christmas dream. Joseph met the Apaches in 68, he died. Caroline to California with Adam by her side. Elias walked with uncles in Kern County's dawn. The Johnson name lived on, though George was gone. Mylene stayed and wed again, the farmer steady ground. The children spread like seeds, their roots unbound. From Hesja's humble fields to land so vast and grand, George Johnson's tale still echoes through the land.
In 1784, beneath the northern sky, Indres Salvezin was born, where Lindland's fields lie. 30 miles southeast of Stavanger shore, a farmer's life he led, with dreams of something more. In 1821, with Bertha by his side, 5 children in their care, their hopes they couldn't hide. A sloop to America through storms and bitter gales, he cooked with flatbread cold, midst water o'er the rails. The name of Lindland faded, Dahl became his call. His children, Anderson, in time would claim it all. To Nauvoo he journeyed with sheep and cattle grand, met the prophet humbly, a stranger in that land. And tired bunks low, he held his faith where wild winds blow. A cook, a father, a saintly man, his legacy began to span. With Sal, his son, the line went on and on, 6 generations strong, from dusk to breaking dawn. In 49 and 65, with Hannah and her kin, he crossed the plains with wagons where dreams of Zion begin. The great plain stretched wide, with mountains cold and high, hunting, fording rivers beneath an endless sky. In Lehigh he was laid, around 1860s chime. His son to Cache Valley brought faith through toil and time. lives in eternity. From Saunders, gentle fields to Smithfield's council chair, a humble soul's great journey forever will declare. Oh, Andrew Dahl, with courage bold, sailed across the seas, a tale retold. From Norway's fjords to Utah's sand, a pioneer's heart in a promised land.
In 1797, in Norway's rugged land, Ole Olsen Hetlandsvad was born with a steady hand. With Halder's holy books, he sailed across the sea so wide, aboard the Restoration, with faith as his guide. A teacher back in Norway, he brought his gift along. To Fox River's children, he taught right from wrong. First to preach in Norwegian tongue on this foreign shore, a parochial school he built with learning at its core. For Sigyn 39 he sold his land, to Newark he did roam. 80 acres claimed a station he called home. The Underground Railroad ran beneath his care, with sons who fought for justice in the war-torn air. Sword and Webster too, they battled slavery's chains, with Sarah by his side, through joy and through pains. For children blessed their union strong, in faith and freedom's name they'd march along. With haughty and fire he traveled far and near, through Illinois, Wisconsin, Iowa's frontier. Books of devotion, words to save the soul, in Mustabo's old church he made the spirit whole. Brother said rose in 47, a paper born of light, from Quaker roots and how you might. A voice for Norwegians in this newfound place. Ole's hand was there, a leader of his race. In 1850, Newark held his days, till 54, when death closed his gaze. In Millington's earth with Elizabeth he lies, a legacy of courage beneath the open skies. Where Ole Olsen, preacher bold, teacher of the free, led the Norwegian faithful through a new country. From Fox River's banks to freedom's call, a light for all to see. So sing of Ole Olsen, a man of faith and fight, who carried Hodge's vision through the day and night. From Stavanger's dark to America's dawn, his name and deeds forever live on. So sing of Ole Olsen, a man of faith and fight, who carried Hodge's vision through the day and night. From Stavanger's dark to America